The Kenya National Examination Council has released a list of schools that competency-based curriculum grade 6 learners will choose from for their preferred junior secondary schools come next year. With the help of parents and their teachers, the more than 1.2 million pupils have up to the end of this month to select 10 schools from different categories, from national to sub-county schools. And as Emily Chebet reports, some education stakeholders have faulted the selection exercise, saying the 12-year-olds should be placed in schools closer to their homes.
The first CBC cohort have 11 days to select schools of their choice after the National Examination Council opened the selection portal 5 days ago. KNEC has already released a list of national, regional, county, sub-county and private schools that are mandated to offer the new curriculum. The advisory from the examination body requires learners with the guidance of their parents and teachers to select 2 national schools, 2 regional schools, 2 county schools, 4 sub-county schools and 2 private schools, a total of 10 schools.
That government is made of human beings, and that if at any time the 30th of August becomes an issue, we shall be prepared to adjust it.
But even as Magoha and his team set the ball rolling, the selection process has been criticized by a section of parents and education stakeholders who feel grade 6 pupils are too young to select schools. Education analyst Dr. Emmanuel Manyasa says it was illogical for the Ministry of Education to domicile junior secondary schools within the current high schools. According to Manyasa, junior secondary should have been housed within the current primary school structure, considering the age of grade 7 learners who are as young as 12.
We can set aside sub-county secondary schools to take in these children, and then all the class 8 will transition to county, extra county and national schools. Why am I saying that? Because if we did that, we can have the class 8 and utilize the extra classes that have been built in the county, extra county and national schools to fill those spaces.
Already the classes that have been constructed to house junior secondary learners have already been occupied by Form 1 learners, and according to Manyasa, many parents may be disappointed come January due to scarcity of classrooms.
I think that we should not even be selecting schools because as things stand now, we are still clarifying whether we will have some children transition to the same primary schools where they are. It will get children to choose alliance, and then eventually we will not take them to alliance. And these are very young kids who can get frustrated by that. Education
CS Professor George Magoha is urging parents to select schools that are near their homes, insisting on day schools. On the schools list, there are a number of private schools that have also been accredited.
Majority of the children in private schools, who usually do very well anyway, will remain in their schools, because as we are talking now, maybe by next week I'll pronounce myself exactly on the number of primary schools that have converted and are ready.
There is no public and private child in Kenya. All children are Kenyan children, and what the private sector has been doing is to supplement and fill the gaps left by the public sector. Let government give capitation to the children who will be attending private secondary schools. The assumption has been that the children going to private schools are from rich households. And it is not true.
Grade 6 learners will be sitting their final exams in November. It is now 5 days into the first CBC junior secondary school selection process, and education stakeholders and the Ministry of Education are reading from different scripts. And now all eyes are on the incoming government to see how they will ensure a smooth transition of these learners come 2023. Emily Chebet, Citizen TV in Nairobi.